Hello and welcome to Quiet RC. As usual, I am Rob. Today we're going to be looking into the XM-01. This is just part one of the XM-01 Pro build that I'm going to do. Today we're going to check it out, see how it looks in there. Let's head down. Shh. Okay, let's go ahead and check out what the XM-01, the new mini-sized Pro level rally chassis from Tamiya, has to offer in the box. I am going to be actually starting to build it right away, but right now we're just going to take a look and see what's included and then what I also got for the kit. So let's go ahead and start it up and get it over here. So we have the kit itself here, and then to outfit it, I have the same combo that I used in my XV-02, which there's a video of. This is the combo pack. It's going to include the Sidewinder ESC and a 3800 kV 1410 brushless. Censored as well, I believe. Yeah. So here's that motor. And this, I believe, is also the one that I have in my XV-02. Close-up shot of that. And part of the reason I'm going to use this is it's fully enclosed. So even though this does come with a chassis protector, as I noted in a previous video, it's not the most effective. One, for keeping kind of dirt and debris out. So that's why I'm going to go with that particular motor. And then this Sidewinder should be more than sufficient for this build. Speaking of things that are more than sufficient, but not exactly highest end, I'm going to use this Eco Power low profile, waterproof servo. Let me get it open here. Now the reason I'm going to use this is it actually comes with this plastic case, which is great for holding supplies later. I'm just kidding. No, the reason is this is really just kind of a mid-range as far as price goes. So you can see there's nothing terribly special about it. I actually used this same one again in my original XV-02 build. I currently have it taken out because I was quickly using it for something else, but low profile. There we go. Speed isn't great, but when I was looking at some of the other low profile servos that were immediately available at my local hobby shop, they had one that was about twice as much ProTech, and it just had better torque ratings, but it had the exact same speed. But this is just a rally chassis. I'm not too concerned about the level of torque needed. For the radio equipment, I believe I'm going to use my FlySky. I have used the FlySky for the XV-02. So largely I have kind of the same equipment that's going to be going in this XM-01 Pro as I have in my XV-02 Pro. Since this is sharing a lot of components with that XV-02, I figured that'd make a very good comparison. So let's go ahead and open this up. Have my official unboxing knife, and let's see how we're going to do this. I try to convince myself that the reason that I open it, preserve the plastic wrapping the best I can, is because it's good for resale value. If I want to sell it, I try to use that kind of argument with my wife about my shoes.
With assassins!
But she says you're never going to sell them anyway, so it really doesn't matter, and that's probably true. Okay. Now, right on top here, I can see these are the front and rear skid plates. I am very curious to see how similar these are to the XV-02, because if you were to look at the XV-02 Pro video, the second one I did where I installed a bunch of upgrades, that was one of the things that I upgraded was the skid plates, and I would like to do the same on this, I imagine. So this plastic is kind of their nicer plastic. It's going to be nicer than what you would find in a TTO2 kit. Yeah, and these are very similar looking differential covers. Front and rear, upper and lower parts. Okay, so one of the things with the with the XM-01 is that it's going to have the selectable wheelbase for it, which Tamiya has had with at least a few of their last minis that they've had come through. The M08 that I have, you can go all the way from 210, 225 to 235. By the way, I'm pretty sure I'm going to do this in 235 because I'm going to reuse my Ford Escort body from my MF-01X. That's going to get a shortened wheelbase and get a special body on that, which will be in a future video. So please remember to like and subscribe for stuff like that. Anyways, back to this. I'm going to probably go with a long wheelbase setup and see where that takes us. Oh, speaking of selectable wheelbases, the MF-01X also, you are able to select how large the wheelbase is. So when I got with the Escort kit, you build it for the longest one of the 239 millimeter, but I currently have it with a 225 body, and as I said, I'm going to actually put a 210 body on it, so you can kind of select those. However, with the MF-01X, one thing that you have to change is you have to change the drive shaft. So there is a long, a medium, and a short drive shaft. I managed to find the medium one without too much trouble, but the short one has been really difficult to search. Though I think I figured that out, and I can't really give away how I figured that out. Not yet. All right, here's your standard, metal parts and all of your parts bags. I'm going to just open this up a little bit here. I want to take a look at what we have. So, some really nice Tamiya blue shocks here in the old D bag. A lot of blue bits in here. A lot of shims, which is good. Full bearings in this particular kit. Hex hardware, which is nice. However, I will say that this hardware does rust kind of easily, so especially if you're going to be doing some more aggressive rallying in some wetter situations, these are going to get a little bit of rust on them, obviously if you don't clean the car afterwards. No comment on how I know that. Now I do see that there are parts for CVDs, not necessarily they're double carbon drive shafts, but I do see the parts for that. This looks like it might be the 3 different lengths for the drive shaft, which you would need. If they are including that in the kit, that'd be spectacular. They do kind of advertise that on the box, so it'd be kind of not a great move if you couldn't actually do that out of the box, even though it says it. Since it doesn't come with a body, they don't know what body you're going to have, so they would kind of have to give that to you. But I'll let you know in the next video if it did include that. Here are your oils, more bearings. These look like some output shafts, drive shaft cups, something like that. Is a gear diff. Now I wonder if in this one they do give you the option for over and under drive like they did with the XV02. It does, let's see here, we'll open this bag, and this might have the same little parts tree. Oh, I shouldn't open this all the way. Yeah, so here is the parts tree that you get in the XV02, and it will have 2 different size of these bevel gears that will allow you to determine if you want to have the same size or a little over or under drive front and rear. And if I recall correctly, the manual will get into what that actually can accomplish for you. I don't remember off the top of my head. But yep, full gear diff. There are your arms. Here is your servo saver. Again, all of the stuff is made out of the kind of nicer, more robust plastic that Tamiya has for their kind of upper level kits. Here are their mini rally tires. The old school rally block tires are pretty stiff. These are fairly soft. These are some standard wheels. I have a couple different sets of these wheels for mini size. And here is your chassis protector. Now, I didn't think about this until just now, but if you have a selectable wheelbase length, it's going to be even more interesting how this dust cover goes together. Because with the XV02, they have this really kind of overly complicated dust cover, which I don't know how effective it is, but it's probably pretty effective in the end, even though I kind of joke about it in my XV02 video. But this is going to have some sort of way to do a selectable wheelbase, and I wonder if it's something where you're going to be able to change it if you want, or once you build it, the dust cover at a certain wheelbase, that's it, and you'd have to buy another dust cover to change the wheelbase, but we'll find out. So we'll put all this stuff back here. Always a little bit of a challenge to repackage Tamiya kits because they really do a nice job of packing everything up. Well, there we go. There's the XM-01, what's in that box, and also the equipment that I'm going to be running it with for the time being. And I hope you'll like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can get notified for builds that are coming up. Like I said, I'm going to end the video here just on the unboxing part, but I'm going to probably just roll right into building it either today or tomorrow and see how it goes together, because I love rally car chassis, even though I've really never found a great place to run them. Well, thank you, and we'll talk RC again later.
Coming soon to a theater near you.